Hi there, Namaskar. Every time you see me starting my episode with a hi to you. But today, I'm going to start this particular episode with a Namaskar because that is our culture. My Goem would like you to follow the culture of this land. Now, why did I start my episode with a Namaskar? We all say Mother Earth. In fact, the name of my program is My Goem, My Goa. But it can also be interpreted as My Goem or Mother Goa. And this particular episode I am going to dedicate to all those ladies from Goa who have made a mark on our society. They have come up the hard way. Normally, we just take the ladies for granted. Whether it is the mother at home, whether it is our sister, or if we are just passing by. But have we ever given a thought that these are people who are as good as the menfolk, and at the same time they may have gone ahead of in the work field where the men work. So this particular episode I am going to dedicate to the women of Goa on the World Women's Day that is celebrated on March 8th every year. So as I am passing through the day, I am going to go and meet certain ladies who have made a mark of their own in their own field in Goa. And rightly so, I am telling you all this by sitting here on a pad. It is called as a pad in Konkani, what a circular structure that is built around a big tree, where people used to come and sit down and interact. And behind me also, you see that even in religion, we do give respect to the ladies. So today, let us go and meet those ladies who are good in their own field, and let's salute them for what they are doing. So let's go and create memories and salute the efforts of these ladies. In our episode of Salutations to the Women of Goa, we came across a lady. Her name is Shakuntala Bharne. To see her is one thing, but to hear her, it's amazing. She is a classical singer and she holds the fort at All India Radio. So, Shakuntala Bai, Namaskar. Welcome to my program My Goem, which we are doing to salute the ladies of Goa or the women of Goa who have created a niche for themselves in different fields. You have literally lifted a lot of hearts with music. Can you tell us how you reached these heights?
I think hard work, blessings of my parents, blessings of my teachers, and blessings of my audience, listeners, or those who really value the music. Credit goes to them and not to me. I always feel that the artist is the last person to like his own art, because that level people are there, they know the value of my art. Otherwise, it's very impossible to know about the art.
You are working with All India Radio for how long?
I think last 22 years.
For 22 years. You are on air for 22 years.
Oh yeah, always I have a great value for my organization. I'm very faithful to my organization. We get ample of the listening part of the art, and I always feel that audio media is more powerful than the video media, because we have a chance to go to the people through heart. They see us through heart, not by eyes. So this is the thing which has made me more sensitive as an artist. This is the way I think if people think that I'm a big artist, if people think that I'm a big singer, I get the radio has given me a lot after my hard work. It is not that we are only sticking to certain type of music, all type. It's a universal language finally.
Who inspired you?
Actually, you know, this is the most difficult question, Sanjeev Bab, you are asking me. I think this nature has inspired me. And my sincerity towards the art has inspired me. You can say that my mother, who was a very traditional housewife, but she used to love praying. And every evening we used to sit with that uzalni, we used to sit with that traditional bhajans in which I got inspiration. Then we used to get one priest, ek bhat, every week, every Sunday he used to come and teach us a Sanskrit, Devi Aparadakshama Stotra, Ramraksha Stotra, in which I learned the pronunciation, where he used to tell the meaning of it, he used to tell the importance of the Indian epics. And every religion, how it is more important. See, if you respect your own religion, then only you will be able to know what is the other religion. So, you know, you should always know thoroughly about your own religion, your culture. This was the very deep thought of my mother. Surrounding, there were many Christian people, only Christian houses. But with all this, we were so much together with each other. I never felt that this is something different and this is this, because it's finally the human being and the human culture is important for us, Sanjeev.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, I am not sure whether you heard what she said. You know, right from the beginning, I have always been told, and I have used this line many times, that the way to the man's heart is through his mouth. Feed him properly and he is happy. But she said that the way to a man's heart is through his ear. Amazing way to express the art that she's following in. So thank you very much, Shakuntala Bai, for being with us.
It's really a big opportunity for me. You gave me an opportunity to express my heart. And I always pray that the women should come out with this type of strength to go ahead with their original art. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, in English there is a saying, make the sky your limit. We say this to the people when they have to reach the pinnacle of their success. And in my Goem, we literally barged into the office run by one of the lady, a Goan, proud, my Goan is proud of this fact that she's a Goan who made the sky her limit literally. Daughter of Major Zoiba Satroji Rane Sardessai, whose mother, late Sanyogita Rane Sardessai, was the member of parliament, and her brother, late Jayendra Rane Sardessai, was the second lieutenant and who was bestowed the Veer Chakra for the 1970-1971 war against Bangladesh, which led to the creation of Bangladesh. We have come here with you in tow to meet a young lady, a very shy lady, whose name is Jyoti Rani Botelho. Jyoti Bhai, welcome to my program called My Goem. We are trying our best to bring to my viewers ladies and women who have achieved something not only for themselves but also made the name of Goa shine on different. And you have got the privilege and the honor of being the first paratrooper for Goa. How was your experience?
As people said to me later, jumping from a plane, from a, from the skies onto the earth. So there was a lot at stake. There was rigorous training for over a month. And in fact, we had to take permission or no objection certificate from our parents to say that they will not hold anybody responsible.
And how was the response of your parents?
My father was very, very apprehensive about giving it because anything could have happened.
True.
You know, so literally he had to sign, as one would today call, death warrant. You know,
Okay.
That it was that intense. But yes, in NCC, like in the army, armed forces, they do everything thoroughly. So we didn't even, whilst our training was going on, we did not even realize what the risk was.
Okay.
But anyway, finally the D-Day arrived. Even until then, we were not aware how much was at stake as far as our lives were concerned. And the rest, they say, is history.
You made history. You definitely
All
made
of us,
history.
16 people from each state,
Okay.
made history.
And you were the only one from Goa.
Yeah, Goa and Karnataka.
See, many times when people reach the height, they get something called as vertigo. Were you faced with that thing when you look down from the plane? Am I taking the right step in mid-air?
Personally, me, no, because I come from a defense family. I mean, that kind of a thought did not even occur.
Okay.
When I was selected, whilst the training was going on, and finally when we did the 5 jumps.
Yes. Oh, you did 5 jumps?
Yeah, it was not. We had to do 5 jumps to qualify for the, paratrooping wings that we get, the wings. But yeah, no, I don't think so. In fact, when this was flashed on the TV and all, my father heaved a sigh of relief because he, being an army man, knew what entailed.
But a father is a father, whether he is from the army.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
When the parachute opened out, what was that feeling that you got?
In fact, you have the normal parachute, and you have an emergency one, where they say that if in case within 3 seconds that does not open, you have to open the emergency one. I remember when the parachute opens up, it pulls you up. So it was a novel experience. It was a great feeling, it takes your breath away. And then when you come down, then you can see all around you, and then you can actually enjoy nature, see the beauty of nature, because you're cruising down.
Yes.
But that first thing was, it really takes your breath away.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is something else that makes this family rise above most of the Goans. Her mother, who has recently passed away, may her soul rest in peace, Mrs. Sanjeev Sardessai. She was the first lady MP or member of parliament of Goa, Daman and Diu, if I am correct.
That's right.
Could you recollect a few things about your mother? Because we would have loved to hear her. Sadly, we can't. So we would like to hear it from your...
My mother actually belonged to the Tirodkar Bhosles. She got married to an army officer. So she was very focused, she was very disciplined, she was very honest, which is very rare to find in a politician today. My mom was one of those, one of a rare kind, one of a breed that it's very difficult to find today. She was a very strong woman because she lost her son, then subsequently my dad. So she was a very strong woman, yeah, very strong, very independent, very strong. My other younger siblings, my twin, whose name is Jitendra Rane, yes, and my younger brother, who's a lawyer, Sanjay Rane.
Sanjay Rane. And what's your twin doing?
He's into agriculture.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have got somebody rooted into the farming of Goa and a member of their family making the sky her limit. All I can say is salute to your family and salute to the deed that you have done. I think you make all the women of Goa proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. When we thought of doing this special on the women of Goa, the first thing that came in front of me were the very flowery things that the ladies do. They crochet and they do a lot of cooking. They are very good at cuisine. And then one of the ladies who really impressed us, because she went into one area which has always been credited to the men or the menfolk, and that is the police service. We are now come to meet the Deputy Superintendent of Police, Goa Police, and she's in charge of the headquarters, Mrs. Sucheta Desai. Madam, thank you for talking to us. We at My Goem, we are trying to get the heritage of Goa to the people who are there all over the world, especially the Goans. And as a salute to the ladies of Goa who have really made a mark on the scenario, your name came forth. So I think I can salute you literally without the cap.
Thank you.
Madam, how were you inspired to come into this line, the police line? Who was your inspiration?
You know, surprisingly, I don't know, there is a concept, you know, that a girl child is always kept on their back foot by the parents. In my case, it was just the opposite. In fact, it was my dad who was my, you know, total inspiration for me joining this department. Actually, the field that I had chosen for education has nothing to do with this. I am a postgraduate in physics, but it was my dad who said, why don't you just try this? You know, you need people who are educated. You know, it makes a difference in the system. So that's how I got into this.
Oh, fantastic. That means, ladies and gentlemen, what we are looking at is you as parents being an inspiration for your children. And that's exactly what Madam Desai has been telling us. And I'm sure she would like to tell us a little bit more about how she managed to get inside.
It was not very difficult for me. See, I have been a sports person right from day one in school, and I have been into NCC and all. You know, these kind of things actually motivate. You know, NCC, normally what happens is in colleges and all, you find girls opting for NSS. Yes. You know, that's kind of a social service you do. But very often you'll find that people who have opted into NCC are, you know, they are more interested into getting into these kind of, you know, defense related and all. You know, it's more challenging. Okay. That's because, you know, they attend a lot of camps, etc. So that motivates them all the more. And I think more and more girls should join this NCC rather than joining NSS.
Now there are quite a lot of girls who would like to join the police force. How should they go about doing all this?
No, actually, as I said, no, see, sports is your main forte in this. You know, you have to be very good in sports because that is where you fall back when it comes to recruitment. Intelligence, of course, it is not that at that level. You can just be a graduate to join in the police force and become an officer as a sub-inspector. But sports is one thing where you have to actually keep yourself fit because that is where the competition comes.
One thing I'm sure many of my viewers will have this doubt in the mind that the training, it's very, very tough. Is it?
No, but I think that's not, no, we ask for it. Initially, it looks difficult, but I can tell you one thing, you know, that by the time you finish the training, you regret having missed, now you're going to miss it. And in fact, till today, if we look back, the training part was the best part of our entire...
Very nice. Did you have any challenges during your, rise to the DYSP's post? Did you have any challenges that you would like to tell my viewers? So not to frighten them, but to...
Challenges, no, as such, see, I like to work and I see that I put in maximum. I strongly believe that I should at least put in that much of work, you know, where I'm earning something and that much of work I have to put in. It is my obligation to the service. So I always ensure that I never waste my time and I can make maximum use of my time here. Yeah. Life is challenging, no doubt. You have people who work, people don't work, but you know, that's how it is. So you keep giving your best. I'm sure you will get the rest.
Right. Madam, this is a little personal question. We look at a lady as a housewife, as a householder. You have a family.
Yes.
What does your family comprise of?
See, I and my husband both are from the same department.
Okay.
Now it's 3 years that has passed away. That's a different story. But it has become more of a challenge for me to, you know, run the family single-handedly. In fact, I can tell you one thing for sure is this department has made me tougher. and I can face the situation. My two children who are studying, one is a dentist, one is an engineer, but they are doing fairly well on their own today and very confident on their own, independent. That's it.
How much more inspiration can you get? Just listen to this. We try to back out when there is some problem that comes, a speed breaker that comes in front of us in life. But here we have a lady who has gone in for a challenging job, and she has got two children who are professionals in their own field. Madam, how would you like to pass on a message to my viewers?
No, I would suggest we want more and more good ladies coming into the force. It is not just because you come into this department because you don't get any other positions. No, you have to come here because you have to believe in yourself that you are the one who's going to make a change maybe. Or if not change, but at least you can put in your best. Maybe some 10 people are going to benefit because of you. So that's what I strongly believe. So more and more people, I would suggest, we want intelligent people also coming into the field now. Because today we have reached a level where technology is much more advanced. So we hope more and more young girls would love to join.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, in the police force there is a protocol. You never salute without your cap. With other people I could do that. But with Madam Sucheta Desai, I think I'll have to wear my cap. And Madam, I salute you for the immense... Yes, in fact, I am really impressed, and I'm sure my viewers will be impressed all over the world, and they take your cue to join the police force. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
We've all heard the queen of beaches, Kalangut, and one of the most sought after destination by a lot of tourists who are coming into Goa, also is a host to one lady. We are come here to Kalangut to meet that lady who at one time blazed across the newspapers of Goa along with her team, and today she has a very colorful life, literally colorful through her paintings, and she is none other than Yolanda D'Souza Kammermeier. Yolanda bhai, welcome to my program on My Goem. So what we will do is first we will show our people that colorful aspect of your life right now, your paintings. Should we?
Absolutely.
Come.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will be amazed with those strokes. She has an amazing style of painting. I love it. You'll love it too.
Yeah, so here, this is my gallery, where I show my works whenever I have a solo. Okay. Otherwise, it's in the studio. I had a solo last December, so the works that you see here are of that show. But then I also host other artists,
okay.
During the year, I have kind of a show for young artists. These are freshers who have just passed out from art college. I have a competition for them the award goes in the name of Dr. Pedro Cabral Adão, who was the Consul General of Portugal some years ago. Yes. Who passed away and did a lot for Goa.
Ladies and gentlemen, painting always takes the breath out of us. But there is this style of painting of Yolanda Bai, which takes my breath away. And that is this one over here. It's not that you can only visually see it. She has very kindly asked me to touch it and see. You can actually feel it. You can get experience out of the painting. Let us find out from Yolanda Bai, how come you have gone into such wonderful stream of painting when your feet and your hands at one time moved like lightning. She was the striker in the Goa team when Goa won the national trophy for women's football. Hats off to you, Yolanda Bai. Can you tell us something when you won that trophy?
Absolutely. It was amazing because we were doing it in front of a home crowd, an expectant home crowd of I think for the first time it was a very huge crowd. It was more than 40,000 in a space that could carry far less, you know. And it's something very special when you do it in front of your home crowd, no question about that. Also added to it was the fact that the Go women's team, maybe people don't know this, but we were the first ones to get a national trophy to Goa, even before the men did. So I think that was very special too.
Absolutely. What about your team? Can you tell us something about your team?
We had a very special team during that time. I remember the first time we played, it was in 76. You know, women's football in India started in 75, but we started, kind of went for the nationals in 76. But we had people who had played before, even as they were kids, even when football was not an accepted game for women.
Can you name a few of them?
One that comes very, you know, absolutely there in my mind is none other than Rekha Kamath at that time, now Karapurkar. Unfortunately, she passed away, but she was like the soul of the team.
Who else were there?
Players like Sukurina, players like Helen Fernandez in the back line. The goal was kept by many, but the one who kept the goal in 77, 78 for the nationals here, it was Elma Dukuna.
Okay, your sister also was in the sports.
She was more of an athlete. I was always, my dad was a sports person, but my mother was like more into painting. So I guess I got both these things from both my parents.
You went to?
To the Goa Art.
Goa Art College. When I came into their house, you know, I was ushered into one room where you see these wonderful paintings that have been put up behind. And what really caught my eye was the painting that has been put up over here. It's different in color. It's got a child there. And compared to all the other ones, this is different. So, Yolanda Bhai, what is so special about this particular painting?
Yeah, this painting is based on my daughter Sarah.
Okay.
When she was very young, you know, and it remains very special to me. And so it's never for sale because it's based on Sarah.
Well, here you have Sarah for you. Sarah, how are you? Fine. Very nice. I heard that you have made some beautiful paintings. Can you tell us something about your paintings?
Yes.
Please do.
Actually, this is a brain.
Okay.
And this is
the one with the blue, that is the brain. Okay.
brass cells.
Very nice. Sarah, do you like painting?
Yes.
Has Mama taught you or you have done it?
We done it, yeah.
You done it. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, they say art has no boundaries. Here I can very confidently say that art has no age boundaries. The mother who is flashed across the Goan horizon of sports and the art. And we have this young lady here who is now holding the rein of the paintbrush. And she has lovely paintings over here. And the themes, I love them. It's the brain. And you got to use your brain by coming over here and trying to decipher the various paintings that have been put here, not only by the mother, but by this beautiful young lady who is Sarah Kammermeier. My program, My Goem, is not about anything and everything. It's about creating memories. This is what Goa is all about. We will say thanks to this young lady, to Yolanda Bhai and Sarah.